Family, friends, and guests, welcome to the 313th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. Our commencement tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with the sounds of the centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Nowlin, director of the President's Own United States Marine Band. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Would you please rise and join us in honoring our summer graduates, led by the deans of the academic colleges, in order of their founding at the university. In keeping with the significance of this momentous occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the commencement area or obstruct the movement of today's participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our graduates. In honor of our graduates, would you please silence your phones? In addition, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated at the end of the ceremony for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the seating area at the conclusion of our commencement exercise, you may join them at the reception tent near the northeast corner of Bowen Thompson Quadrangle by Mosley Hall. Upon leaving, you're invited to explore campus with your graduate. To our graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals, the ushers, and staff. Following the ceremony, you're invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a website that highlights today's commencement and your time at BGSU. Please join us in welcoming representatives of the faculty of Bowling Green State University. Please welcome the President's Platform Party. Board of Trustees member and alumni, Mizelle Stewart, academic deans, and our Faculty Senate representative, Provost, Senior Vice President Dr. Ravi Crovey, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University and alumnus, Dr. Rodney Rogers. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the leadership of vocalist Madeline Shepard, a student from the College of Musical Arts. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, which were gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Madeline. Beautiful voice. It's my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty, to officially welcome you to the 313th commencement exercise at Bowling Green State University. My name is Phil Welch. I'm associate professor in the College of Health and Human Services. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners to both celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' many accomplishments. For each graduate and for all of us, this is a significant day. It's now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Dr. Welch, thank you very much, and good morning. Summer 25 graduates, parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests of these graduates of Bowling Green State University. You know, today we are here to celebrate a very momentous occasion in the lives of 811 graduates. And it's my privilege to begin today's address by recognizing those who provide the leadership of Bowling Green. So first, let me introduce the platform party. And as I announce the names, I would ask them to please stand and remain standing, and I would ask you to hold your applause until the end. Board of Trustees member and alumnus, Mizell Stewart. Ravi Crovey, Provost and Senior Vice President. Michelle Heckman, Faculty Senate Chair. I would also like to introduce the deans of our academic colleges. Ali Eskandarian, Interim Dean of the Graduate College. Dawn Chanu, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Ellen Schindel, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Jennifer Percival, Dean of the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Jim Ciesla, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Bill Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. Wael Mokhtar, Dean of the College of Technology, Architecture and Applied Engineering. Aaliyah Carter, Dean of Firelands College. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College. And Sarah Bushong, Dean of University Libraries and our Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Please join me in a round of applause for these individuals. Great universities are comprised of great faculty. They are absolutely at the heart of our academic mission. Their teaching skills, their research, their creative activity, their academic expertise, and the engagement and involvement in our students' education is a hallmark of a Bowling Green experience. So I would ask our faculty that are with us today, representing all of our faculty, if the faculty with us today, would you please stand and allow us to recognize your work? Thank you. And I'm going to go off script, but as I stand up here and look across this beautiful campus, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the staff that each and every day get up really early, especially for events like this, to make sure the facilities and the grounds are just beautiful, and all of the individuals involved in planning this. Would you give them a round of applause, please? And I know those in the sun, I'm sorry, okay? But hey, it's a sun, right? It's wonderful to have you here. And so as we begin today's ceremony, I do want to share with you a few statistics and facts about our summer 25 graduates. So I am pleased to report to each of you that our graduates and their classmates have spent a great deal of time studying, okay? And studying takes fuel. And BGSU Dining tells me that our graduates ate a lot. A lot, okay? The Starship robot has had 511,470 deliveries. And I understand one member of this class, actually had 896 deliveries while they were at Bowling Green. So who was it, really? On behalf of BGSU Dining, thank you. Thank you for doing that, okay? And oh, by the way, Starbucks. BGSU Dining tells me they served 647,171 drinks over the last 4 years. That is a commitment to the Starbucks line, don't you think? To stay in that line. And our Chief Information Officer, they tell me that you consumed 325,987 thousands of terabytes of data on our Wi-Fi. Netflix, Hulu, no, Canvas, right? Absolutely. So we are absolutely celebrating the accomplishments of a great group of graduates this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you have already created public good by being at this institution. You recognize the importance of paying it forward. Those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities averaged 94,701 community service hours each year. And in this past year alone, our students raised more than $500,000 to support nonprofit organizations. Thank you for your involvement and engagement. You know, the value of the Bowling Green degree you're about to receive has never been higher. We continue to be ranked among the top-tier universities by U.S. News & World Report. And according to the Wall Street Journal, for the 5th year in a row, our students overwhelmingly said they would choose their university, our university, this university. They would choose this university again, ranking us as the #1 public university in the Midwest and tied for the #1 public university in the United States. Thank you for that vote of confidence. You know, and in those same rankings, the Wall Street Journal also recognized something that all of us already know. The experience at Bowling Green is unparalleled. They have continued to rank us as the #1 public university in Ohio for the student experience. Indeed, there is great momentum at this institution.
This is absolutely a time of great momentum and excitement at Bowling Green. Mass times velocity. That's our momentum.
Whatever Ellen and I have done or will do for Bowling Green pales by comparison to what Bowling Green has done for us.
Tonight's attendance 4,201. Point and set number 2.
Remember Jackson, what he did the last time he tried to return a punt. It's a fake. Pass wide open. Caught. Johnson, touchdown.
Look at this. Here we go. Bowling Green with the backdrop of Dublin streets. It is spectacular.
We're going to get stronger. We're going to get faster. We're going to find out who we are. I'm just really excited to immerse myself fully here at this great university.
The momentum that we are having today is not because of any one thing or any one single individual. It is because of many working together, taking action, and pushing us forward.
So I hope each of you found yourself somewhere in that video, because you and your colleagues and our faculty and staff are an important part of that momentum. You know, our experiences here are meaningful and bold, certainly, both inside and outside the classroom. You have had world-class opportunities, and I hope to be empowered to do good. And that's more than just words or a tagline. It's our mantra. And it's absolutely our promise. And this graduating class certainly embodies that promise. As I mentioned, there are 811 candidates earning degrees this weekend. 15% of our graduates are students of color. 55% are women. There are 65 international students representing 21 countries throughout the world. And of those students that are receiving an undergraduate degree this morning, the youngest is 19 and the oldest is 57. And the youngest graduate degree recipient last night was 21 and the oldest was 71. Wow. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are diverse. You come from small towns and suburbs and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, from all over the United States and all over the world. Some of you may have completed your degree completely online. And I know that this may be the first time you are physically on this campus and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates in person for the first time. However, all of you have found one thing in common. You have found a university where you could belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classroom or in the laboratories, in the residence halls, perhaps in clubs and student organizations, in Greek life or on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and your home. And so in recognition of your many accomplishments, I would now like to ask a number of students if they would stand to be recognized. You know, many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. So if you have studied abroad, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in service learning, conducted research, taken part in an opportunity that has provided you with leadership experience, such as maybe a student organization or an honorary or some type of advisory board, or athletics or club supports, residence education, student government, or in a teaching assistant with a faculty member, any of those kinds of activities. If you did those activities at your time here at Bowling Green, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you? Thank you. That is the power of the Bowling Green experience, your involvement and your engagement. And so finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans, active and ROTC members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and allow us to thank you for your service? So earning your degree today places you in a very, very select group of people. Less than 8% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. You have clearly earned it, but with your degree comes immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, not only has your family invested in your education, but because you attended a public university, the citizens, residents, and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and the nation have invested in you. Do we have any taxpayers here? I think we do. Thank you. Thank you. You have invested in these graduates. And so investing in education has been built upon the foundation of this nation from the very beginning. And I'm reminded from the quote from the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. It was written to establish the framework to admit new states to the United States. And Ohio was one of those states that were admitted under the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. Here's what it says: knowledge, being necessary to good government and the happiness of humankind, schools and the means of education shall be forever encouraged. You see, I read that quote nearly every day because it is inscribed on the building just behind you in McFall Center, which is in the heart of our campus. And just outside my office, knowledge being necessary to good government and happiness of humankind, schools and the means of education shall be forever encouraged. That sentiment is also included in the Ohio Constitution, the importance of education to our state and nation. So why? Why would that be? Well, certainly we know on average college graduates earn more money over your lifetime and your career. There are all sorts of studies that also show that college graduates are happier, more adaptable in the workplace and in life. College graduates even live longer on average. So those are all personal benefits that you will have as a college degree. But we believe this degree, this Bowling Green degree, also comes with the responsibility to contribute to the public good. Not only in being successful in your career and life, but by contributing intentionally to that community that you will be joining in this next journey. We share this world with each other, and you have, I believe, a responsibility to make it a little bit better. So we ask that you be active in your communities, just like you've been active in this community. Be active in that next community that you're a part of. Get involved, volunteer, and if you're able, give financially, even to Bowling Green. Maybe too early. Okay, never mind. But there are many ways you can make a difference, including all your time and talent. So be generous with how you create good. You have an immense responsibility, and honestly, we are counting on you. Now, we also know that none of us have gotten to where we are without the support of others. And for our graduates, I am sure a lot of people who have helped you during your time here at Bowling Green may be here tonight, this morning. And so now it's my pleasure to be able to honor them. So I would ask, if you are able, would all the parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else here that's helped these graduates be successful, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you? A little more applause from the graduates, don't you think? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you in believing in Bowling Green. So certainly you are fortunate to have the support of those close to you. But you know, you've also benefited almost certainly from the support of so many others. So maybe it was a teacher or a coach that you had in elementary or junior high or high school. Maybe it was a mentor at an internship or a co-op. Or maybe it was the local Kiwanis Club or some organization that maybe awarded you a scholarship. Others may have supported you more indirectly, people who work every day to ensure individuals like you have an opportunity to go to college and earn a degree. And so I hope that you take a moment today and always, every day, to see how connected we really are. You know, none of us get to wherever we are alone. So thank you for being grateful for those around us. And so in closing, and before I invite the Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Ravi Crovey, to the podium, I'd like to speak directly to the graduates, if I may. So soon, you will be graduates of Bowling Green. And we absolutely want you to go out and create public good. And if you would allow me, I have three things that I think about each and every day to make sure that we continue to move forward and to create good together. So three things I ask. So first, I hope you will always remain curious, okay? You know, curiosity is the foundation of learning, and it often begins with a question. And it's maybe more important than ever in this rapidly evolving world of AI, where memorizing and recalling facts simply isn't as important as it once was. So continue to ask questions, be curious, and learn. You know, after all, AI only knows what already has been asked and what has already been learned. So continue to learn. And I also ask you to ask questions before you make judgment about situations and others. Push yourself to understand opposing views. So in short, never ever stop learning. Be curious, all right? Curiosity. Second, I ask you to remain bold and be willing to take action. You know, don't be afraid to tackle messy challenges or to challenge what has already been done. Stand up for rational thought. You know, I'm reminded of a quote of George Bernard Shaw that says, and I love this quote, "This is the true joy in life, the being used for purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being a force of nature." Think of that. Being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. The being a force of nature. The world needs more problem solvers and thoughtful and rational doers. Remember, it's not the sound of the flock, but the movement, action that causes the flock to take flight. Talk is cheap. Be bold. Take action. Be a force of nature. So be curious, be bold. You know, and finally, if you do those first two things, you ask a lot of questions, that you take action and push things forward and you're bold, well, you're probably going to ruffle some feathers. So my third ask is that you always be kind. You know, the world simply needs more kindness. And I think you can be kind and be curious and be bold, because when you are curious, bold, and kind, if you do those things, you will actually do really well in life. You will do very well, but you will also do good. Congratulations, graduates of Bowling Green State University.
Thank you, President Rogers. Good morning. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. Before I call upon our deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I would like to recognize those students who have excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these graduates and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and for your success. And so I would like to recognize the following students. There are 98 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement at Bowling Green. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. So, would those graduating with this distinction of cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of 3.75. Would those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. And finally, to graduate with the distinction summa cum laude requires a grade point average of 3.9. Would those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Our congratulations to you. Please be seated. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who complete their entire collegiate academic experience with, yes, a perfect 4.0 grade point average. And we have a select group of 11 students who have received this honor and are wearing a special medallion and orange graduation cap in recognition of this award. So, would those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award please stand and be recognized? Thank you, congratulations, and please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Simon Morgan Russell, to share a few comments.
Thank you, Provost Crovey. I'm pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who've been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honors societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. In addition, we have 5 students from our Honors College who are graduating this weekend. The University Honors Program was established in 1978, and it was designated as the Honors College in 2013. This community of scholars completes designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the Honors Medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and Honors College candidates please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Morgan Russell. Bowling Green State University was founded in 1910 as a normal school, focusing on teaching and education. More than 115 years later, we have significantly grown to 9 academic colleges. And to honor where we began, we will present our undergraduate students by the order in which the colleges were founded. I will now call upon Dean Don Chenew to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education and Human Development.
Good morning. My name is Dawn Chenew, and I am proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, which was established in 1910. President Rogers and Trustee Stewart, on behalf of the College of Education and Human Development, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Jillian Rose Winbeal, summa cum laude. Malia Paige Lair, cum laude. Grace Martha Diaz. Bryce Patrick Carter. Mia Elizabeth MacDonald. Elizabeth Karen Mills. Libby Rose Blasi, magna cum laude. Maria Daniela Reynosa, cum laude. Valerie Grace Brinkoff. Nicholas Donald Demery Eppel. Zachary Thomas Morris. Aiden Michael Brown. Brenton D. Black. Alana Marissa Jackson. Jada Emily Siebenek, cum laude. Alan Francis Batty, cum laude. Sergio Andre Abu. Sarah Caperna Schreiber, cum laude. Rachel L. Benner, magna cum laude. Olivia Nicole Duasso. Lillian Maxine Naley, cum laude. Matthew John Mysick. Ellie Marie Price, magna cum laude. Isabel Kaiser. Andrew Joel Walks. Lane Carol Anderson. Lacey Ann Snyder, cum laude. J. M. Corsel. Aaliyah L. Caparini. Claire Lauren Herrig. Madison Rayanne Kane. Wyatt Adam Sanders. Marcus Keith Johnson, Jr. Morgan Elizabeth Fry. Haley Brooke Harshbarger. Victoria Grace Johnson. Elena Catherine Webb. Brianna Marie Ford, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Tyler John Roeder. Maddox Lewis Chamberlain. Josie Ryan Black. Kyla E. Wiley. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Education and Human Development.
Good morning. I'm Ellen Schindel, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, which was established in 1929. President Rogers and Trustee Stewart, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Jordan Javante Fisher. Elijah Allen Otten. Parker Henry, magna cum laude. Logan Cupp. Maya Janae Clowney. Jocelyn Elise Harrington, summa cum laude, University Honors. Joseph Enrique de la Torre. Nicole Anastasia Montgomery, magna cum laude. Madeline Beth Goodale. Aiden Cullen Blaylock, magna cum laude. Nicholas C. Sinatra. Hayden Stewart Hartman. Grace Nadine Byro, cum laude. Joshua Blair Harrison, magna cum laude. Abigail Leanne Dellerman. Rachel Elizabeth Trainer. David Ellen Legg II. Gavin Andrew Dye. Jenna Jamila Jaffor. Ian Alexander Smith. Andrew Andrew Michael Kish, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Avery James Christensen, cum laude. Raja William Ishwar Jr. Mackenzie Leah Blackburn. Breanne Metzler, summa cum laude. Destiny May Solis. Braden Anthony Miller, summa cum laude. Chidozie Duclan Mudim. Faith Mackenzie Dickey. Caitlin M. Kiefer. Linda Jean Tomoko Ocello, magna cum laude. Kara Nicole Hilton, cum laude. Olivia Vanderpool. Con Hong Matron. Alexander Rowan Waltrick, magna cum laude, University Honors. Sydney Grace Andrew. William C. Longworth. Alexis Marie McClellan. Dora Cisse. Camilla M. Brown. Isabel Nicole Pimpus. Grace Whetstone. Margaret Michelle Strader. Dana Marie Madison, cum laude. Emma Elaine Cruzy. Madeline Kate White. Larissa Dominique Lynch. Felicia M. Ross-Vanis. Aaron M. Parton. Aaron is graduating magna cum laude. His diploma is being presented to him by his father, Matthew Parton, distinguished teaching professor, Biological Sciences, College of Arts and Sciences. Patrick Charles Osinski. Kennedy Marie Harris. Luke Spencer Fackler. Ruhi Humna Patel. Lainey Suzanne Sweet. Elizabeth Jasmine Lee Guerin. Kaya G. Tally Green. Amanda Kathleen Perry. Curtis Dietrich Rasmussen. Tyler Kenton Ralph, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Jason Daniel Gran, summa cum laude, University Honors. Zachary Henry Ford. Kendall Bryson Brown. Israel David Jackson. Royal Howard Barber IV. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. I'm Jennifer Percival, and I am proud to serve as the Dean of the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidt-Horst College of Business, established in 1935. President Rogers, Trustee Mizell Stewart, on behalf of the faculty of the Schmidt-Horst College of Business, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Joseph Andrew Shade. Kevin A. Miller. Kevin's diploma is being presented to him by his mother, Robin Miller, Associate Teaching Professor, School of Engineering.
Let's go, Kevin!
Jaden Neal Page. Jacob Lynn Litzy. Lorena A. Lehman. Tiffany Ann Little. Grace Kempf, cum laude. Aaliyah Storm Irene Georgieff. Morgan Grace Berry, cum laude. Brooke Christine Chafee. Isaac Thomas Cisco, summa cum laude, and President's Award recipient. Kaylee Lynn Cushman. Catherine Reagan Crossman. Zane Joseph Kirshner, cum laude. Graham David Schneider. Nicholas Joseph Hiss. Tyler Austin Holly. Jackson Eugene Kaiser. Evan Daniel McWhorter, magna cum laude. Connor Seamus Nagel, summa cum laude. Trey C. Siebold. Colin Christopher Dirkmatt. Nolan James Francis Krumhals. Noah M. Kaiser. Justin A. Keaton. Jordan Nathaniel Phillips. Lexi Nicole Stascheck. Sydney Toby Wank, cum laude. Emily J. Heckel. Carly Emma Winner. Ashley Corinne Ramji. Alec Davis Parent. Brooke May Galawaki. Carly Payne. Dominic P. Sundergeld. George Edward Carlson. Nicholas Benson Good. Emma Maureen Adler. Bryson Howard. Eric Braden Lohr. William Edward Agan. Dominic Matthew Ventura. Christopher R. Pugh. Caitlin Sue Kauscher. Jonathan C. Blinkhorn. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the Schmidhorst College of Business.
Good morning, I'm Jim Ciesla, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, established in 1973. President Rogers, Trustee Stewart, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Kristen Rose Smith. Sydney Louise Prohaska, magna cum laude. Benjamin Engel Keller, summa cum laude. Karen Ferris. Amber Jessica Stewart. Olivia Abigail King. Alexis M. Davies. Jordan Engelhardt, cum laude. Emily K. Ward Torek, summa cum laude. Raymond Watson Short. Ella Nicole Strum. Destiny Finley. Ashley Randy Nicole Hooker. Paige Michelle Mullet. Caleb Andrew Skinner, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Mackenzie Hope Canisi. Chloe Nicole Escalante, cum laude. Cecilia Justine Michael, magna cum laude. Ikenan Onu. Timothy James Saxon. Cassidy Faye Stanley. Reese Dellinger, cum laude. Emily Victoria Kanzig. Elizabeth Michelle Snyder. Julia Beatrice Rothman, summa cum laude. Abigail Addo, summa cum laude. Alexander James Paget. Eldon Jerez. Brittany Mary Euler, cum laude. Brittany has earned 4 degrees in this commencement. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Health and Human Services.
Good morning. I am Bill Mathis. I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Musical Arts, established in 1975. President Rogers, Trustee Stewart, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Musical Arts, I'm pleased to present this candidate and recommend him for the degree.
Ian Patrick Weil. And Ian's the only graduate from the College of Musical Arts this commencement.
Good morning. My name is Wael Mukhtar. I'm the Dean of College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. President Roger, Trustee Stewart, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering, it is my pleasure and my honor to present these candidates and recommend for the degree.
William Allen Kay. Austin James Green, cum laude. Cameron Robert Collins. Varun Nistala. Landon Jaden Paul Malabanan, summa cum laude. Devin A. Hanley, cum laude. Benjamin Lingenfelter. Kaylin McKinley Johnson. Brandon Michael Britt. Benjamin Andrew Bennett Brinkman, magna cum laude. Emily Dirksen Pekenbrock, summa cum laude, University Honors and a President's Award recipient. Dylan Dean Flynn, summa cum laude. Clarissa Elizabeth Morton, summa cum laude. Logan Patrick St. Clair. Robert Charles Elliott, magna cum laude. Lane Michael Wall. Brandon Jacob Spendick, cum laude. Mila Yana Markley. Lexus Hornsby. Gabrielle Renee Stahl, summa cum laude and President's Award recipient. Kevin D. Jacobs. Kevin's diploma is being presented to him by his wife, Blaze Campbell Jacobs, Associate Dean of Students, Office of the Dean of Students. Adam Paul Siegfried, summa cum laude and President's Award recipient. Cheyenne M. Jackson Jones. Daniel Patrick Burns. Daniel's receiving 2 degrees today. Yusak Zhong, summa cum laude and President's Award recipient. Parth Pramod Nagpur. Lucas Alexander Knopf. Thomas J. Sablar. Jerry Brandon Maury, magna cum laude. Angela Lee Rivera. Miranda Renee Angelone. Miranda's diploma is being presented to her by her husband, Andrew Angelone, procurement specialist, business operations, and she's getting a cum laude award. Elizabeth Rochelle Damon, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Jacob Franklin Zecca. Savannah Lee Somrek. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's candidates for the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering.
Good morning. I am Aaliyah Carter, and I am proud to serve as the Dean of Firelands College, established as a regional campus in 1965. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of Firelands, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates, and I recommend them for their degrees.
Rhea J. Buck. Megan Marie McCarthy. Kylie Jean Lebowski. Barbara Lynn Hall. Christine Curtis. Jacob Matthew Savage. Micah Kenneth Groot. Tamaro Mauk Ramsey. Samuel Michael Berman, magna cum laude. Hunter Lee Chapman Klein. Alexis Elizabeth Godfrey, cum laude. Devi Newell. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's and associate's candidates from Firelands College.
Thank you, Dean Carter. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Trustee Stewart, it's my privilege to present these candidates to you. On behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans, I hereby recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
Thank you, Provost Crovey. This is what we've all been waiting for. On the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. This is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from right to left. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks of your Bowling Green State University education, a supportive network of more than 200,000 alumni around the globe. I hope all of you have had the type of experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. Now, I know you're ready to get out of here and get on with your life, but not so fast. We hope to see you back on campus soon. Our 2025 homecoming is September 11th through the 14th. And now, for the first time as alumni of Bowling Green State University, please stand and join in the singing of our Alma Mater, performed by members of the men's chorus. The words may be found on the last page of your program and on the screen behind me. Alumni, please be seated. President Rogers will now make final remarks.
After the President's closing remarks, we remind our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional, while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess.
So graduates, today is the pinnacle of your academic journey here at Bowling Green. And so as we close our 313th commencement exercise, I hope you will remember that Bowling Green will always be one of your homes, and each of you will be forever welcome to be a part of this Falcon family. And so we ask you to stay engaged, both with your classmates, but also with this university, a university that is far better because you chose to be here. On these occasions, I'm reminded of a quote from Bowling Green's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald, and it's inscribed on the stonework of the Bowen Thompson Student Union. And it reads, "We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve." We are linked, you and I, all of us together. We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and your alma mater success is your success. We are forever linked to this institution. And so as we all look out to you, our newest alumni, what we see is the next generation of thought leaders, of risk takers, of visionaries, and we hope big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university, ready to create public good by making a difference not only in your career, but in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in the nation, and in the world. That is what you do. That is who we are. You're entering this next chapter of your life. And this next chapter is yours to write. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. Ziggy Zumba. Congratulations.